I'm Jan, this is my daughter Kyra. Welcome to today's Vegan Easy. Today our focus is on really easy desserts that are delicious and will impress your family and friends. Take it away, Kyra.
All right, we have 5 desserts in hopefully 5 minutes. The first one is chocolate haystacks. We start with 2/3 of a cup of cocoa powder in the blender. Add 1/2 of a cup of pure maple syrup. About a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I am just going to blend these up in my blender. Okay, I've blended the first ingredients. Now I'm just going to take 2 cups of shredded coconut, and this is out of the bulk bins. It's not the sugary kind out of the bag, but I suppose you can buy some nice unsweetened coconut in a bag. This is the mixture out of the blender, and all I'm going to do is mix these together till it's all nice and chocolatey, and then I will use a spoon to scoop them in little stacks, haystacks, onto some parchment paper. It'll make 12 to 14 of them, and then I'll just stick it in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and we'll have some delicious chocolate coconut haystacks. Enjoy!
Okay, our next dessert is a melon with liqueur and mint. It's so easy, but I want to tell you a couple things about using melons. Number one, always scrub your melon, no matter what kind it is. These are breeding grounds for bacteria, and when you run that knife through, you just put all those germs right on your fruit, so always scrub it. Second, use an ice cream scoop to get the seeds out, and this works great for pumpkins and any kind of melon where the seeds are in the middle. My third hint is put the seeds into a little strainer, and then you wind up with a little bit of juice. I don't know if you can see that, but you can add that to a quart of iced tea, or you can use it for make simple syrup and use it in some hard drinks. So this is so easy. All you do is take a whole melon, a whole cantaloupe, or this is a Tuscan melon, and add a little bit of a liqueur. This is banana liqueur, but you could use, if you had a white cream to mint, that would be good. Sprinkle with some chiffonade mint leaves, and you are done. This is incredible.
Okay, our next dessert is an orange sorbet. You could do this with most any fruit. It's very simple. I have two cups, which is 2 oranges peeled, and 2 tablespoons of sweetener. I am using agave. And finally, add about 4 cups of ice. 3 ingredients, that's it. And I don't know about how hot it is where you are, but it's 90 degrees here today, so this will be perfect. Looks about right. And then I'm going to put it in the blender until the blender changes pitch. Give it a few plunges for a good measure, and we should have some delicious sorbet.
All right, a lot of people think it's not dessert if it doesn't have chocolate, so here's another chocolate one for you. This I started making when I was in the 5th grade, and my friend Nola Shade told me how to make this stuff, and we used to make it over at her house. My mom would have killed me if I'd gotten into the sugar. You simply melt together or soften together about a 1/4 cup of peanut butter and a tablespoon or 2 of Earth Balance margarine, and stir them together. And then all you do is add powdered sugar until they can form into stiff balls. Doesn't take very much. You can make as little or as much as you want of this. And what I'm going to do is use my little scooper and scoop it into balls, And then once I'll put it in the refrigerator, and once it hardens, I'll dip it in some chocolate, and we'll show you later what that's going to look like.
Okay, I have one more dessert for you, and it is a chocolate smoothie shake. And it is nice and chocolatey, but also healthy. I'm simply going to take one frozen banana. If it's not frozen, you can use a regular banana, just use more ice. I have 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, pure maple syrup, of course. And then I have ice and water, and you can play with the ratio of how much you want. I'm going to use a cup of ice, and I'll start with a half a cup of water. If it's not enough, I can always add more. And I will blend this up in my blender. You can add other things, like maybe a tablespoon of coconut oil, or a 1/4 cup of almonds, or something healthy like ground flax seeds. Just play with it, whatever you want. But with the banana, you're going to get the creaminess, and with the cocoa powder and sweetener, you're going to get a nice chocolatey flavor. And just blend it up and enjoy. Here we have our 5 vegan easy desserts. I want to tell you that to the haystacks, I also added 1/4 cup of coconut oil, which I didn't say when I gave you the original recipe. Please keep the haystacks and the peanut butter bonbons in the refrigerator or freezer to keep them firm. And the rest of these you just want to eat right away and enjoy.